Oh, all that dead skin. Oh man, that make it rough.
I wonder if on that Japanese show if there's a woman who's better at it than others. And like, oh, you made it to the final round. Now you have to go up against the Spominator. Ah! And then she comes out in like this throne, and she's got this.
She's got one big Popeye arm.
Yeah. She's got like one of those bowling gloves on.
She's all forearm. She's coming out, and it's already started.
Well, I did see this guy on Facebook, I don't know, a while ago that was inventing an actual sleeve that would do the motion for you.
Oh, come on,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he like tried it on, and he was like trying to demonstrate it, and it like must have malfunctioned because it would like go. He's like, hold on a second, hold on, I just got to recompute. And,
This isn't good.
yeah, and then that's the last,
Too much grip.
that's the last I heard about it. But yeah, it was like a sleeve with like some little clock or something.
Wouldn't you
on
rather
the
just
wrist.
have like a?
And it would like shock your nerves.
Wouldn't it be
into-
easier just to have a robotic little thing that you put on that just kind of pulses?
like a car pussy?
Yeah,
A pocket pussy or whatever.
whatever. Yeah,
Fleshlight.
a flashlight.
Well, yeah, but a flashlight, you actually still gotta
Well, no,
use
but,
that.
but an animated one. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
When I gotta go through.
There you go.
Well, this is ones that you can plug into the lighters. You know, just like while you're driving.
So it's warm.
Yeah, yeah, it'll warm up and
We're that much of a degenerate.
right.
I gotta have it in my car, man. I never know when. Sometimes I just gotta pull over and get the poison out.
I listened to this talk sex show on the radio, and it just gets me going, man.
Have you guys ever while driving?
Yes.
Everyone has.
Okay, all right, right, yeah, right.
What else are you gonna do?
Right.
I mean,
know.
yeah.
Pay attention.
I'll run up here to Dunkin' Donuts, and
Just get one up.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Awkward silence.
and then the last thing I want to talk about. Have you guys seen these promposals?
I don't think so.
This is a new thing that is going on where douchebag guys are videotaping themselves and their creative ways to ask a girl to prom.
And then they put it on YouTube.
And then they put it on YouTube.
So the whole world can watch.
So the whole world can see what an awesome guy he is. And this one guy, he like set up his camera. It wasn't like his iPhone because he had gotten a DUI. He couldn't have been 16 or 17 years old, but he's already got a camera in his fucking car. And he's announcing to everybody that it's a DUI camera. And he's driving down the road, and he's just so uncool. Like, his girlfriend's in the truck, and he's like, hey, look there. Look over there. And there's a sign that says Stephanie. And then, like, 50 yards down the road, it says, Will.
Yeah.
You go to prom with me. Like, it takes, like, him forever to drive down it. She's, like, reading it, and she's like, well, that is just fucking stupid. Whatever guy did that is a fucking loser.
And then it ends with Stephanie.
And no, it started with Stephanie. Like,
Oh.
it was her name, and he's like, look at that. And you just see every time, like, she's reading it, she's like, this is so dumb. Why would somebody do this? And you just see his reaction, just like,
Well, kudos to him for posting it.
Well, yeah, why would he
Right.
still post
unless,
it?
of course, it's fake.
Then all of a sudden
Well,
the car
there's
starts going, time to blow, time to blow.
right.
He's got to blow in it again.
But yeah, so she's all upset. And then at the end of it, she's like, she kind of sits there. And now she's just thinking about it. And she's like, that did say stuff. Did you do that, Greg? And he's like, yeah, I did. And then she started bawling. She started crying. She was like, oh my God, I'm such a horrible person. And then he cut. He was like, I got to turn this off. And then they came back on, and they were both drinking slushies and happy and going to prom. So it worked.
Nice one, dude.
Now, did you, when you guys asked your girlfriends to prom or anything, like, did we have anything spectacular? Because I don't think I did. I don't remember. I think it was in a note.
I think it was a, do you want to go to prom?
Like,
I don't know. Do you want to go to prom? Which
I
prom
don't
are we
really
going
want
to?
to.
Your prom or my prom?
yeah,
I don't know.
both.
My friends are going, well, I think it was on the same night.
It was.
We had to choose.
Wait a minute. What?
We all went out to dinner
We
together.
went to prom together.
And then we went to prom, your prom.
Was it the
and
one
then
at
we went to Grandview Motel.
the Holt Center?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The worst prom of all time.
Ever. Ever.
Our junior prom was at Madison Theater, our senior prom was at the Holt Center. So there's this big naked body with
Cafeteria.
all the body
The
parts
Holt
in it in the
Health
middle of it.
Center.
We're
The
in
whole
their
time, yeah.
cafeteria, just
Wow.
dancing away.
Just dancing the
Picture
night
taken.
got
away.
it cheap, man.
Yeah.
We got it super cheap.
Oh man, that was
And then
awful.
we went to Grandview with the fireplace that you could flick on.
And
like,
the
with
king
little-
size bed that
Sure.
pulled down from the wall. Pure class.
Don't hate on the Murphy bed. Did it vibrate?
Hey, it had a bar.
I don't know. I,
think
had
it
to sleep
did.
on 2 chairs pushed together.
It had a bar that we could sit at,
Yeah.
and a
Not
fridge,
drink and
a couch, some chairs, tables. I mean, it was like a little mini apartment for some seniors in high school. That was pretty
yeah,
fun.
It's
It's
true.
pretty hot, and it was the only place that would loan you the room for
Yeah,
a couple of hours.
I think it was $100.
Yeah, it was pretty expensive.
No, we spent the night.
Well, we did,
Oh,
but I mean, they
but-
also
but-
had hourly.
Gotcha.
They had hourly rates. That place got torn down.
Nobody went in there with a black light.
No, it did have a kind of a cool decor though, if
It
I
did.
remember
Yeah,
correctly.
that 1963.
that like the
hasn't been
Shining
changed.
kind of
Yeah.
look. It was
Yep.
very,
Yep.
very
Oh man,
unique.
that place.
You guys hyped
great.
it up too. You were
Hey.
talking about it. All this
We
place
were
was on
gonna,
fire.
we were just, there was just gonna be love everywhere that night. It was just gonna be.
Oh yeah, we were
perfect.
convinced
It was
we were
perfect.
getting laid in this room.
Oh yeah.
How many
Yeah.
people were in this room?
There were 6 of us sleeping there, but then I think 10 of us
Yeah.
partied there, and then they had to go home. And then I think 6 of us were able to
Stay there.
stay there. We convinced our parents it was.
It's totally cool. We're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything that we really want to do.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it was that was prom night after Holt Center. And then they closed that place down like a month later, didn't they? It was like the same way with our old apartment.
Yeah.
Like that was shut down like right after.
we move out, and then they're like, "This place is condemned."
Yeah. The health inspector came in and was like, I can't believe you guys let people live like
Yeah.
this. We're like, hey, we
Fire
loved it.
hazard, fire hazard. I don't know what that is. What I stepped in. The locks on the security doors didn't work ever.
Right. Yeah. And it looked like somebody was murdered right in the middle of our living room.
But it was a place where 2 18-year-olds with no credit
Yeah.
could get a lease.
Yep. Oh, happy days. Yeah, not as happy as when you're 21 and you get asked to go to your girlfriend's prom and you actually do it, and then you're really that guy.
Well, because I remember seeing those guys when we were in high
Yeah.
school and
You're
thinking, "What the loser?"
Right. Yeah, I got to be that guy. And it was nothing but alcohol run after alcohol run after alcohol run. Did you ever meet Maggie?
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
You weren't 21 when you dated her.
Well, I had that Chris Farley fake ID.
Yeah, you had the
And the super liquor.
identification that said you were 21.
Yeah. And the super liquors up the road that never carded us until they finally did.
Yep.
Well, they carded us, but there was this picture of this guy who was probably, 35 at the time?
Yeah.
And he's wearing a tie-dye Grateful Dead shirt. He's got a beard down here,
Giant goatee.
just stoned out of his mind.
His
'Cause
hair
we knew this guy.
frizzed out.
And I went in there, like 20 years old, can't grow any facial hair to save my fucking life. And I'm just like, hello. Here, I'd like some Bud Light, please. And they would look at it.
It's in the cooler back there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get it yourself, kid.
Yeah. Don't you know how this works? You're 35.
Try not to have my voice break as I'm asking you questions.
Yeah, I was a little.
Well,
pissant.
you used that thing for like a year or two.
Yes, I did.
And so it got to the point where you could go in and you're just chewing your gum like, hey, how's it going? Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and throw some lottery tickets on there too? And what's that? Oh, you got the new reserve of the Jägermeister. Nice, nice. Yeah, throw that down there too.
Get into a
cocky
hustler
about
and
Next
Yeah,
thing you
give
know,
me a
they're
pun
like,
jack.
yeah, this isn't you. He's
Well,
like, what?
it was just some new chick. I remember the day like vividly. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to see a different form of ID. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, I just don't have one. And she was like, well, I'm not selling you alcohol, and I'm about to call the cops. And I was like, go ahead, I don't care. Call them down here. That's fine.
Yeah.
I buy beer in here all the time. I don't know what your problem is, lady, but I'm who that license says that I am. What's your address? I've moved recently.
You know, you've had it, you've been using it for how long? You don't know the information on it.
I lived there a very short amount of time. I just happened to get my license in, and then she actually picked up the phone and started dialing. And I was like, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go out to my car. I'm gonna get my my insurance, my car insurance card. I'm gonna be right back. Walk slowly, coolly
Did you ask
out.
for the ID back?
No, no. Walk slowly, coolly out of the liquor store, and then hauled ass to my car. Got in it, drove home, and told you about it. You and John probably.
You probably asked me to go get you liquor then.
And then yeah, well, you were always the guy because you've had that beard since 8th grade.
Yeah.
So here's a dumb story when it comes to fake IDs. A kid that was in my brother's class. My brother's 6 years younger than me. He was quite the drinker. Not my brother. This guy that he went to school with. And when he was in college, he got busted at a party drinking underage. So yeah, he was one of the ones that unfortunately got put in the van and taken to
The paddy wagon?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Taken to the station, and so he gets processed, and they have his wallet and all that stuff. And as he's leaving
Jail?
as he's leaving the police station, he thanks the cop for not busting him for his fake ID.
And did they
What?
turn around?
Oh, they turned around and they busted him for his fake ID.
Oh, man.
That's a
Cold-blooded.
shit move. I didn't even know it was illegal to have a fake ID.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's illegal to make it and illegal to carry it.
Well, we had ones done professionally.
Yeah.
Off of
Super.
some website.
That's even more illegal. It's
Right.
illegal to use someone else's.
Right.
But to make one, that's.
Now
yeah.
we were from Arkansas, and I believe that.
Lafayette.
What was
Lafayette.
your name?
Oh, I can't remember.
I used my real name.
Didn't
I?
Because you had them made, so you had your real name and your picture on them.
And I think we used the same address. So if we ever got caught,
the same date of birth. Shit.
People thought we were twins back then anyway.
right? And yeah, did you ever get yours taken away, or do you still
No, I
have
still
that?
have it.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Like we were going into a club with like 3 underage girls, and you weren't there for that when I got busted, were you?
No. Mm-mm.
And yeah, going to the club, and the guy looks at it, and he's like, "This is fake." And everybody else that just walked in front of me had the same goddamn license that I did, and
Oh, maybe I was there then.
he just didn't like me. So I was like, "Well, fuck this! I'm out of here. Come on, guys, let's go." And they were like,
We just got in.
We're in. We paid a cover.
"Do we have to?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck this!" And then like I left, and then eventually everybody came out. I thought you were with me.
Yeah, I probably was now.
I think it was like in Bloomington. I think we were seeing Kevin. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
I remember sitting at bars and just constantly being so paranoid.
yeah, it was not fun.
But, I'd still do it because it was fun to go out.
Right. Emma, did you ever have a fake?
Never.
Never.
No. No
Little-
way. I couldn't
little-
handle the pressure.
She relied on the kindness of strangers or friends saying, she's with me. Come on in.
Yeah.
Go see a band play or something. She'd get in.
Yeah, you couldn't deal with the pressure of walking
couldn't.
in, and
I'm too much of a rule follower.
yeah. I still get nervous buying stuff, like if I get carded.
It
I don't
feels weird,
like
doesn't
that
it?
feeling.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
it's like, bitch.
I do too.
I
Why
feel
would
like
I-
they think I'm lying,
Right.
and I don't.
No, I understand
me
that they
uncomfortable.
have like kind of a baseline as far as when they ask people.
Well,
And now it's the point where why aren't you asking me?
Right. yeah.
Is it
I haven't-
because I didn't wear the hat?
I haven't gotten to that point yet. It still makes me creeped out.
Well,
but-
it has the sign that says we ask anybody who looks under 40.
and they're like, "Come on,
You're fine.
You put the beer up there, you ask for the pack of cigarettes, and then
Get
you
your
look at her
ID
like
out.
Puss in Boots. And then she doesn't ask you, and you just
Then she shrugs and goes, "Fine, let me see your ID."
right." Nah.
don't look anywhere near 40, do I?
Yeah. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the show tonight. Make sure to check us out on Clamor, CLAMMR. Interesting little app that I told you about, I think, last week, where it's like Twitter, except you get 15 seconds to say whatever the hell you want, and then people like it and then follow you and
Yeah.
listen, download our podcast. But Joseph, Craig, Emma, thank you guys for chilling out in the garage, whatever, tonight.
Gay Raj. This place looks like the The Tournament of Champions on a Japanese game show.
Oh no.
And